Hey, what's up? Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Kly. Today is Sunday, July 26th, 2026. Your headlines today are going to be about some protesting stuff, typical stuff all around the news cycle. I think you're going to like it a lot. I scrolled through a little bit just to see what we were dealing with. It's going to be a good show. As you see, we're going to start out with my friend Ryan Amaker. Thank you very much, sir. If you're just joining me, please like and share the video. If you're watching this in the premiere, hello, everybody. I'm here, kind of, here and there. So I really like the premieres. I think I found my new thing. It's sort of like going live, but it's not live, and I don't even have to be here. Premieres are great. So if you don't know how that works, instead of setting my video to just go live, I premiere it, which means as soon as it goes live, it plays in a sort of like a live stream on my channel. It opens up a chat room, not the comment section, but the chat room. There's, memberships and super chat type of stuff that can happen, and everybody can chat and watch the video. So I'm going to be doing other videos like that too, like I did yesterday with the Pierce Morgan show with Andrew and JoJo from Jers. JoJo from Jers. No matter what you think about me, no matter who you are, every single person watching this, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, even the teefers, even the people who aren't supporting me at all and are just watching this to see if I crash out again today, you guys are all, every one of you, are astronomically smarter than JoJo from Jers. And also, apparently giving a factual, calm, rational explanation also is a crash out. And I don't know if you knew this, but that's not true. That's bullshit. You guys are using words. Here we go again, using words you don't understand the meaning of. If you're not smart enough to understand my point, well, you're just not smart enough. And there's nothing that I can say that can help you. I lost 20 people. I didn't really lose subs. You know what I lost? I lost 20 people who were grifting off of my friendships and didn't do anything for me. So thank you for helping me clean up my list of all the garbage. Hey, look, just because you see somebody online, you see their name and you're nice to each other for a second, that doesn't mean that they're a good person and they're friendly, right? So there's people that are talking. You don't think I say it's all public. You don't think I see you talking shit about me? You think I'm just going to be friends and cool with you after that and just ignore the fact that you were just talking shit? Come on, get out of here. I don't need you. I don't need people like that. I like people who are smart. Hey, if that's not you, hey, God bless you, Good luck. I'm sorry. I explained it pretty well, and people are still like, stop talking about it. It's over as far as I'm concerned. And also, let me just say this. If you're thinking to yourself, well, fuck, now I have to pick sides. The fuck are you talking about? Don't be a Riri. You don't have to pick sides. What sides? There is no sides. This hat doesn't say fuck MAGA. I'm not joining a teefer. Only morons have a situation like this and then crash out on everybody and then like turn their back on their country. What the fuck that's a will shit. I'm not doing that. There's no sides to choose from. You go watch whatever streams you want. You go watch whatever videos you want. You want to watch my stuff? That's fine. If you don't want to watch my stuff, that's fine too, I guess. Why are you watching this? But you can watch whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. If I go to somebody else's chat just to kind of creep and see what shit is talking, and I see you in there, that doesn't mean anything to me. Now, if you're talking shit about me behind my back and I see it, that's totally different. I'm gonna ban you. I don't need that person. I don't need you. I don't need your bullshit. I don't need your energy. I don't need your get the fuck away from me. But if I just see you in there chatting it up, a storm, and it's in, who cares? You're a fucking grown adult. Who the fuck am I to tell you who you can and cannot watch, and you have to choose between A and B? The fuck, you don't. You don't. Okay, and I'm insulted if you do. Don't choose one of us. That's stupid. Don't do that. Yeah, I'll be insulted if you do. Don't do that. Even if you choose me, I'll be insulted. Don't do that. Just keep living your life the way you want to live, and I'll do the same, and it'll be fine. Individual people, yes, they do matter, but collectively as a whole, they don't matter. I was watching Asmongold yesterday. Asmongold. Before he even turned on his camera, he had 14,000 people waiting, just chilling, You know, he got into the stream. He had like 38,000 people. Okay. And then I was watching the number, and the number went 38,000, 35,000, 39,000, 37,000, 42,000, 36,000. In a course of 1 minute, it changed that much. Thousand, 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 thousand. When you get up high enough in those numbers, the chat's going so fast, everything is lost. You can't even see what the hell's going on. That's why the top streamers only read the super chats. And some streamers only read super chats above a certain dollar amount. You know why? Because they can't see it. Because chat's moving so fast. Because there's so many people. Because you're losing 2,000 and gaining 3,000 and losing 2,000 and gaining 3,000. And you're going up and up. You know why? Because chat doesn't matter. If you took when I say chat doesn't matter as a personal insult, you know what that means? You don't know what the fuck I'm saying. That's it. All right, let's get into it. Thank you very much, Ryan. Hey, if you're just joining me, I do this video every day. I'm going to premiere it every day. It's going to be a great time. You know, it's kind of like being live, but not really. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I like the premieres. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. I got about 800 videos now. Working on more, doing a few things, you know. I've also, just a quick announcement. I have decided for the sake of my mental health, I don't know if I want to completely rely on this. I like the idea of having a paycheck coming in and doing this with no pressure. If I have a good video, I have a good video. If I don't, I don't. Right now, I'm a tiny bit stressed. It has nothing to do with you guys or the situation. Just, you know, bills and stuff like that and money, you know, things like that. But I need a steady paycheck just to kind of even everything out. And I was trying to avoid it, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal for me. I mean, I've been working from home for a long time anyways, so I've decided to return to the engineering market. I've already gone on several interviews. I should find out this week. I just need to get, you know, one more month, a little bit of time so I can get in there and get my first paycheck. But I had several interviews and several of them went really, several of them went very well. So we'll see what happens. So give me a little bit of positive mojo, and maybe I'll get myself a job, you know, an actual job. Don't really want to, but I think it's better for it's not so much that like I'm struggling and I really need to get a job. I just, for my mental health and for just the sake of what I'm doing here, I need to be able to focus and concentrate on the videos I'm making and just make better videos and a better product rather than focusing on every single dollar I make and where is this going. I just need to focus, be able to refocus on what got me here, because this whole thing with all this is not what got me here. Making videos is what got me here, so I'll refocus on that. But so, all right, we're gonna get into it. Thank you so much, Ryan. Hey, why wasn't I invited to the cookout? Oh shit, what's this? Oh, come on.
Want a piece of bread?
Curly fries and, yup, mini tacos. And bread.
The hell's wrong with these people? That's so weird. That's so weird. All right, let's see here. Right, okay. Right side rebel. Hello, right side rebel. That's a you look very blue in that picture. Are you sad? You look so blue. Just kidding. Wait, is your birthday? Oh, 19 days is your birthday. Hey, happy early birthday. All right, cool. What's this here? Oh, the Black Conservative Preacher, the BC Preacher. All right, within 3 hours of Turning Point USA and Erica Kirk delivering a message in Kirkland, Washington on Friday, gunshots rang out on Capitol Hill, Seattle, Washington around 12:45 a.m. Saturday morning. 3 people were reported wounded, 2 by gun and 1 by glass. Wow. Wow. What's this?
I'm sorry, I'm really drunk and I was at gunshots.
A bunch of them. You might go that way.
And watch, I bet the answer to this would be, well, we need more gun control. Now we need more people control. I grew up with guns all around me. And I got to tell you, not one gun ever jumped off the table and just started shooting everybody. It was always some maniac that picked it up first. So maybe it's not gun control we need, and it's crazy person control we need. Huh? Maybe we should bring back asylums. Hey, tell me in the comments, do you think we should bring back asylums? I think I know the answer. Damn, the cops are booking it. You know how good. You know what kind of shape you have to be in to run with all that shit they got on? Because they got like, I would guess probably, 40 pounds with all their gear and their utility belt and all that shit on there. It depends on what they have. Some people have a lot on, right? But you know how hard it's like being in the army and running with your like rucksack on and your like whole thing on with your M16. That's not easy to do. Shit. Oh, for people who weren't in the military, a rucksack is a backpack filled up with gear and shit. And it's sometimes they can be like 50, 60 pounds, just that.
Bad luck or something, dude.
What?
Did I get some bad luck?
Yeah, what happened?
Shooting?
Yeah. Anybody hurt?
One person.
Yeah, one person hurt, yeah.
See, I like that. I like that cop walked over there and told the people that were just standing there what happened. People are curious. They want to know, you know? That's good. That's good. Thank you, BC Preacher. I appreciate that. Arturo at the Daily Discourse. Holy shit, what is this? Scott Pressler. If I open this, it's gonna fuck up my whole thing though. I think I don't want to do it. Okay. Shout out to Arturo. Arturo's a real one. Zach X, these oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Okay. These kids' parents were dropped off to try and harm me at a protest with a rock. What? Yo, hey, by the way, seriously, forget all the bullshit, forget all the drama, forget all the hating. Seriously, just for 1 second, you don't like me and you're watching this to see if I'm going to crash out. Just stand by a second with all the hate, okay? Please pray for Zach. He has court, I believe, this coming week. And I just think that we ought to send him as many positive vibes as possible through the universe, however you think that works, whatever you pray to, whatever God or frog you want to pray to, that's fine. So if you wouldn't mind, throw a little prayer for Zach X, and just hopefully common sense will prevail, and you will. This will just be a distant memory for you, Zach. We're all praying for you, and I personally, I think honestly that if you just stay confident and you just keep within your own self and don't let everybody else get to you, then it will all work out in the end. And God takes care of the righteous. And you, Zach X, you are fucking righteous. So I think you'll be fine.
You have pepper spray? You know what that is? Okay. It's not very fun. It's not very fun. Pepper spray is not fun. Let me guarantee that. What are you gonna do? You gonna come after me? You gonna throw a rock at me? Yeah? Call the cops. Somebody call the cops right now. Terroristic threat on that young man right now. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. And now you're jaywalking. Now you're. Do I want to die? Do I want to die? You keep doing terroristic threats, buddy. Terroristic threats. It's all on film. It's all on film. You just changed that young man's life. You just ruined that young man's. You have?
It's just one guy. Can you imagine if he had a whole team of Zach X's? Is that how you say that? Zach X's? It's so weird that your last name is an X. I bet that causes all kinds of problems. Huh. Because, like, what if you have a thing where there's like a minimum of 3 characters for your last name, but your last name is 1 letter? How's that work? Interesting. All right. So, Dr. Dawn Michael, thank you very much. I don't know who you are. Exposing dangers of COVID protocols, author, whistleblower, therapist, PhD, proudly retweeted by President Trump. Oh, you were retweeted by President Trump. Okay, I'll follow you. See, the reason I follow only certain people, don't be offended if I don't follow you back. The reason is because I want my feed to be a certain types of things. I want my feed to be people who post videos. You know, I don't want to be doing my Coffee and Kly and have to like scroll through a bunch of people talking about their cat. You know? All right, what's this? What's this? All right. These are not peaceful protesters. These are violent criminals who attack law enforcement officers doing their jobs. Why are they not being prosecuted? See, the thing is this, is that when you go out to one of these protests, whether you're on the left or the right, doesn't matter. If you go out there in support of the protest or to combat anti-protest, right? It doesn't matter. As soon as you go out there, you're no longer a woman, an old person, an elderly man. You're no longer a 17, 18-year-old kid. You are now put yourself in a position to be a protester, an agitator. You are now in a position of danger, and you have placed yourself in that position. So you get, like they said in my kid's school, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Well, these people are throwing a fit. They think that they can just go out and do their protest and act however they want and do whatever they want and say whatever they want with no repercussions. That's why these people keep doing this, by the way, because we treat them so nicely and so friendly. Please back up. Please back up. Please stop doing this. Please stop doing that. Oh, we're not going to arrest you. And if we do, we'll take you in, we'll process you. It's $100 fine and you can go on your way. Spine buster the people first. Body slam a couple of these fat fucks. They'll stop going out there. You know, you take that Richard fucking guy and you throw him into the corner of the ice building, you'll never see Richard again. Eh? Eh? You gonna defend our country and protect us? Or are we gonna worry about feelings? See, I didn't watch this before. I swear I didn't. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of energy that every ICE person needs to have with every protester. Every single one of them. They got to, at some point, you got to be done with this shit. And I've had enough, and I don't give a fuck about what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to handle this shit like I should. Not what I'm supposed to be like, but what I should be like. That's not the same be like. You know what I mean? Look at this fat heifer. This fat pork chop wants you to know that you're wrong and she's right. Oh yeah, okay. That's nice. I like it. You love to see this kind of shit. This kind of energy from the DHS. I love it. Please, more of this. This is what we need to do right here. I love it. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Made me so happy. I'm gonna go. In fact, I'm so happy about that. I'm about to go do a little dance. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
A manhunt is underway.
Oh,
It's been underway.
I didn't preface it. Sorry. All right. Sky News. Hey, Sky News. Thank you so much. People couldn't believe it because it's such a peaceful and joyful event. German police have identified 21-year-old Abdul B as a suspect wanted in connection with a van ramming in Berlin's Pride Parade. Germany had a Pride Parade? Germany? You guys are making a huge mistake. Germany? Oh boy, I bet the leftover Nazis fucking love this shit. And look what happened. Abdul B. Abdul. Huh? You think he's a Muslim? Right? Abdul decided to attack the Pride event. What have I been saying? Huh? That Pride, trans, the gay community, Sharia law is coming for your fucking heads. And your only line of defense between them and your head on a stick is me. Welcome. If it's not for people like me, Islam takes over this fucking country, whether you want to believe that or not. What are you going to defend? You going to defend us all versus Islam and the Muslim caliphate? Huh? You and your halter top and miniskirt and your balls? You're going to defend me? Spider Mike? Pam, you're going to defend me versus Mohammed? No. I'm going to defend you, little Spider Mikey. That's okay. You just go back there and in the rear with the gear and all the other women. And big, tough, strong American man will defend you. I will defend you. Don't worry. Daddy's got your back.
For several hours now as the police are looking for the suspect. He hasn't been found yet. It's currently unclear if it's one or more suspects. German media is reporting that when the attack happened, a car plowed into some people and several people jumped out of a van and maybe started stabbing people with machetes and then drove into a car. It's not clear exactly what happened, but the police gave a statement and they said a manhunt is underway, and it's been underway for several hours now as the police are looking for the suspect. He hasn't been found yet. It's currently unclear if it's one or more suspects. German media is reporting that when the attack happened, a car plowed into some people and several people jumped out of a van and maybe started stabbing people with machetes and then drove into a car.
Wait, back up. Started stabbing people with machetes? Right, because they don't have guns. Right? In Germany, right? They don't have guns, right? Is that true? So they jumped out of the car and started stabbing people with machetes? Oh. Well, will you look at that? It's not the gun. It actually is the maniac behind it. Do you think? I don't know. Do you think that maybe the same guy who would have shot everybody up is the same kind of guy who went after everybody with a fucking machete? You think maybe the problem isn't the gun or the machete, and maybe, I don't know, the guy? I mean, come on. A 5-year-old would understand this. What the fuck? What are we doing?
It's not clear exactly what happened, but the police gave a statement and they said that the suspect is known as part of the Islamist scene and they are looking for him. He is known to the police. It was a very joyful event. The weather was really good in Berlin, and then all of a sudden at around 10 p.m. local time, the attack happened and the people that were enjoying the event were sent home. I've had messages, and I know that a lot of people were very shocked about what happened. They couldn't believe it because it's such a peaceful and such a joyful event. I mean, it happens every year. It's one of the biggest pride celebrations in the whole of Europe. So the fact that the people came to such an abrupt ending of their celebration is just very surprising.
I will never understand why we are celebrating who everybody wants to put their fucking mouths on. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm private about that kind of shit. Like, why the fuck would you want everyone to know who you like to lick? That's fucking weird. Keep that shit to yourself there, pervy. And don't have a kids event about that. What the fuck are we doing to our youth? We're destroying our youth. Luckily, I have seen several young patriots, high school students, and maybe even lower, younger than that, who are based. So I think the new generation, what is it? Is it alpha? I don't know what it's called, but the new generation that's coming up through the ranks right now, they are based, and I am loving it. People like Rylan, like Art's son, people like that, they're coming up through the ranks. They're based. So hopefully that we can turn this motherfucker around, right? Because when I'm getting close to old, and 2 years from now, I'm gonna be 50. And I'm going to need some of you younger people to take care of my old ass. Because I ain't going to be able to do this shit forever. All right, what's next here? Mammoth headwear. Your birth month. Oh, shit, I got the orange one. I'm down with orange. I like orange. I would be mad if it was yellow. I don't do yellow. I don't wear yellow. But like orange, right? See? My chicken Trump is orange, All right, let's see here. Pursuit Church solved the bathroom issue. All right. Let's see. Ari. Thank you very much, Ari. You made my show. Let's see what this is. Okay. Oh my God. Look what they did on the sign. Holy shit. I just realized what was behind Ari. Oh my goodness.
We're here at the Pursuit Church in Kirkland, and oh my God, look at the bathroom sign. And this is the entire point of what I was getting to in talking to the protesters out there, right? So the protesters think that it's about hatred, when it's not really about hatred. It's about protecting women. And trans has gotten to the point where it's decayed the safeguarding in our society for women. So these people think it's hatred, when in actuality, it's just restoring safeguarding for American women in our society.
I don't know if I could agree with that more. I made an American woman, and I'm going to protect her. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I'm going to protect her. I don't care about the rules. I don't care about what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to protect my daughter, and I don't give a fuck who gets in my way. Doesn't matter to me. All right, what's this here? Jonathan Cho, thank you very much, sir. Another win for the good guys. Wednesday evening, Bellevue Community Watch volunteers busted a Hispanic man stealing an 18-pack of beer and a few Gatorades from the QFC at Crossroads. That must be like a convenience store, QFC, like a stop and rob is what we call it here. This location is a hotspot for homeless, drug addicts, and illegals who regularly ransack the store. No sign of cops. Okay. Let's see.
No. Oh, let's go back there. Go back.
¿Qué pedo, güey?
Go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Hey, everybody's in a good mood. That's good.
Well, don't bring your ID.
Esto es cerveza de gays.
I know. Please don't come back. Thank you.
Buenas noches.
That was the most non-aggressive and friendly. The guy was smiling the whole time, like, oops, sorry. That was the most non-aggressive, like, friendly takedown of a fucking thief I've ever. So what the fuck? What did I just watch? Oh my god, I've never seen anything like that before. Have you? Tell me in the comments. Have you ever seen something like that before? What the fuck? They sure as hell handled that. That guy, that little dude's lucky that his demeanor saved him, because he could have been also slammed to the fucking ground. Oh boy, what's this here? What is this? Rob Schneider, thank you very much, sir. It's such a betrayal to our ancestors who fought and died to prevent this. Yes. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's see. 4 minutes, we could watch this. Let's see.
You're not doomed yet, but in all of world history, there has never been a civilization that has so opened its doors to another civilization that is openly hostile to it. So this is unprecedented, what's happening. Your ancestors of Europe, when I describe it in my books, because I write about history, fought tooth and nail to prevent Islam from entering and conquering Europe. Because that was one of the grand plans that went on for century after century from the east. Mm-hmm. The Turks were trying to enter Constantinople. They surrounded Vienna in 1683. And before that, the Muslims, I told you, went up into Tours in France in 732, 1,000 years later. This was an actual goal. And now Western Europe is saying, oh, none of that matters. It was a misunderstanding. Come on in. But they haven't changed. That mentality, and when I say they, that's obviously, I'm simplifying. The mentality that I've described is part of Islam. It's an Islamic concept. So the Islamic State, you're told, oh yeah, they have nothing to do with Islam. They've twisted it. No, they haven't. They are a representation of what Islam, the caliphs, the sultanates, the emirates, that's how they operated. The heads of Islam, the grand imams and the muftis said the same exact thing. Okay, so that is what it is. Again, it's not my point to arguing, oh, well, this particular migrant wants to conquer you. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's looking for a good life. I understand that, and that's what makes it complicated. But to just open your borders completely to that demographic, which has within it, not all of it, but within it, that kernel of animosity for Christians and so-called infidels, and the imperative to conquer the world in the name of jihad for Allah, which they're the good guys, keep in mind. They never see themselves as the bad guys. This is one of the issues with all conflicts. They're not bad guys. They're good guys in their minds. You're the bad guys because you're infidels, and they're trying to bring the light of Islam to you. So that's another aspect of how moral, or the morality that they feel. They're the good guys, okay, in doing this. Because look at you, Denmark and Europe, you're all dissipated drunks and, profligates, and, there's no real... I'm sharing with you their arguments because I read it and I hear it. So they're bringing to you goodness, okay? But before, your ancestors, because I guess they had their own social order and their own goodness, and it was called Christianity, were able to fight it. But I guess in this current void of sort of this atheistic climate, anything goes, and who's to say they're wrong? Maybe they're right, et cetera, et cetera. And now you have what's happening. So it's a very unprecedented experience. A lot of people talk about the Roman Empire, this sort of thing happened, but it didn't, and we can get into that. It was actually, they were still cognizant of trying to maintain their own social, cultural mores, Rome. And it fell to the Goths and the Germanic peoples. And I'm just saying, some people use this analogy, but in this case, this is completely your doing. Not you, but it's Europe's doing. Okay, you're bringing a hostile force that's openly hostile, and lo and behold, when I look where Muslims are, I see chaos and violence and criminality and rape and grooming in England. Okay, that's what always happened under Islam. Okay, so is there a hope? I think so. I hope so in time, but it's so bad that it even had to get to this point. You know, it's such an abnegation and betrayal of your own heritage, of these men and women who fought and died to preserve your way of life against an open hostile force, and now they're being welcomed in, and why not? It's okay. So I guess so. It's a matter of time.
So where's the hope? Excuse me. So where's the hope you say? There is
the hope is to wake up. Wake up and see what reality and what I'm talking about, and understand the history and the doctrine of Islam and what Islam is all about. Islam is unequivocally hostile.
Yeah, you can't do that with people who think that they can just make up their own fucking facts. You don't just get to make up facts. That's what facts mean. All right, what's this here? In Tirione, thank you. In Iran, 7 men were arrested for the gang, of a girl, and the perpetrators begged the victim for mercy and forgiveness. However, the girl refused, and all of them were sentenced to death by hanging. Ooh. All right, let's see this. What? Yeah, it's appropriate. Good for you, lady, girl, whatever. Good for you. Good job. No problem with that at all. We got Libs of TikTok says Houston, Texas. Uh-oh. That's where I live. Houston, Texas now holds one of the world's 7 Ismaili Muslim centers. This is the first such center in the United States. Other centers are in Vancouver, Toronto, London, Lisbon, Dubai, and Dushanbe. Well, maybe I'll do a little deep dive video on that place. I wonder where it's at. Maybe it's close enough where I could go and film it. I'm not going to go throw bacon in the mosque. What do you think? I'm a fucking moron? Only a moron would want to throw bacon in a mosque. I'm not doing that. But I would go and film the outside and make a little video about it. I don't think they would let me interview them. Maybe if I demagged myself, demagged myself, went kind of incognito. I don't know if they would let me interview them. Probably not. I don't know if I'd really want to even go inside, but then I would be able to get footage from inside. I don't know. All right. Let's, a few more things. Brian Atlas. Shout out to Brian. Brian is the host of the Whatever podcast, if you did not know. Criminalize makeup now. That's fucked up. I will end right here. Glenn Greenwald, thank you very much. These media personalities pretend on TV to hate Trump as a fascist, racist, and new Hitler, but they eagerly put on their finery to go to the White House to giggle with him and his closest aides. It's all theater. They're far more incestuous than adversarial. So, well, if anybody knows about our performance and theater, it's this guy. Doesn't surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. It's the fucking clown show. It is literally a fucking clown show. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Coffee and Kly. I got it done a little bit earlier today. It's going to go earlier and earlier. I'm looking forward to what the future holds for me. Like I said, I'm going to return to the engineering world. That does not mean I'm stopping this. No, 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 no. In fact, I'm ramping this up. My ideal situation is to do my coffee video early in the morning, when I get up, have that already done by the time the kid gets on the bus, right? Produce one or two short form videos a day, and then that's that. Maybe at some point I'll do the occasional live stream here and there, but I'm not about to um put my foot back into a fire. I I don't know if you knew this, but you shouldn't put your own foot into fires. So I almost forgot to tell you, guess who has TikTok now? Oh shit. The Americans, we bought TikTok. You know that, right? So we're gonna try TikTok once again. Hey, here it is. Go follow me on TikTok. But thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, like and share the video. I did a couple long forms yesterday. I'll do a bunch of shorts today. I think is when today's going to be the short form content day. Spread them out to maybe 2 a day for the next week or two. Do that. Make some long form content. If you check out my video from last night, please. It's the one with Andrew Wilson and JoJo from Jers. Ugh, gross. Let me know if you like that format, if you like that video. I'll try to do more of those. It's actually pretty difficult to just continuously talk like that with no edits. So it took several takes to get that. So I worked really hard, It's hard for me to ask for stuff, but if you would please just subscribe and watch a couple of my videos, that's great. Any other support you'd like to give me, my Cash App and all my information is here. And I hope you enjoy the Coffee and Kly's being the premiere video. So I'm going to be doing that every single morning now. I really like the premieres. It gives everybody a chance to come in here and chat with each other. And I may or may not be here. If I am, I'll chat and say hi. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And be good to each other.